Good morning, everyone. Okay, this particular video has to do with the work ethics and culture in Nigeria. I came across a video from a lady. Of course, she's young and brilliant, I suppose. She said the attitude of people to work in Nigeria is unbelievable. Because apparently, I think Osha Shebere business not too long, and she did a couple of interviews and all that. And I think some of the interviews, they are like Zoom interview, where you talk to people, over Zoom and all that. But a lot of them, even when they have very funny looking backgrounds, they just left everything like that. Whereas they could use what we call their common sense to even change that background so that it will look a bit presentable. Let's put it that way. But all that is even nothing. Now, that takes me back to, because Sherry Emite and Boy, you may not see any business dada in Nigeria. And I think that time I used to look at it that, is it me? Or because I came from United Kingdom, but the honest truth is, the attitude of people to work in that country, wow, it shocked me. And I think most of the time when I talk, they will say, it's because you are from over there. It's because you are from over there. But the honest truth is, let us leave that issue of you are from over there. Let's now come back home and think of how the younger generation, their attitude to work when you employ them. They have this very laid-back attitude that normally gets to me. Amy, me, do you know that at times, in my shop, when I get to the shop in the morning, doing this, doing that, maybe for like few hours before I even think of I want to sit down. But I want to employ that you employ at work. You will see them, they will sit down, they will cross leg, they will be looking at you. As if they get up to do anything, they will die. Mawan wokwe, kilo shenyi, teniru attitude by. Some of them, when you call them for interview, wow. And some of them will tell you, I'm a graduate. Where did you finish from? Hey, I'm finished from this university. And I'm like, really? That lady said something that the older generation, if you listen to the way they speak, even their diction, the honest truth is, because one thing I learned fast about this country is, when you come, the number one thing to work on, the way you talk to people. Because you must be able to talk and pronounce some things in a way that you can cut across. Because mind you, Nigerians mind you, Africans you are now talking to different races and they must be able to understand you. If I remember very well, NatWest Bank, my first stage of interview, listen to this very well, it was over the phone. And that interview lasted for like 45 minutes. They did not see me. They were talking to me on the phone. And what on ba mi soro, they are Onyibo, white. So, number one, if they cannot understand you, if you can't communicate with them, you can never get that job. They need to hear you clearly. They are talking to you, asking you questions, and you are answering. And that is going to last for what? 45 minutes. Mind you, BMCBO, I was not born here. That's the truth. But I want at times when people see me, and all that, they'll be like, oh, you must have, been born here or something. I'm like, no, I was never. Because the honest truth is, even when I came newly from Nigeria, that's the truth. For the first time, you can never. People were asking me, are you from America? And that's the truth. So there are some things you need to groom yourself, whether you like it or not. No, you have to, sit up and learn what it takes. Do you get it? Now, like I said, interview lasted 45 minutes. Or phone communicating with them and all that. Whereas I know some people then, so they will tell me, listen, call. It becomes or whatever. Immediately I talk like this, they will drop the phone on me. And I will look at them, kilo they don't drop phone on you. Something must be wrong. And I'll be like, oh yeah, call in my presence, let me see. And when they make that call in my presence, I'll be like, oh really? Ṣé bó ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ nìyẹn? Pẹ̀lú àwọn accent tó le gidi gan gbìngbìn yẹn. Wọ́n gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ ni. And ton bá dé ti gbọ́, wọ́n máa ju phone lẹ́ni because kò yé òyìnbó wò pé ṣé n ta fẹ́ gbà síṣẹ́ that cannot communicate clearly with me. Báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ communicate pẹ̀lú customers, especially if you are now going to face customers and talk to them. Because our first set of iṣẹ́ tí èmi ṣe ní àwọn ìlú yìí, I man face customers ni. Like I said, my main background gonna go in this country, retail ni, where you walk on the floor and talk to different people from different countries. And you must be able to sell on your feet. Do you understand? I've worked in places like Harrods. Do you know what it takes? Láti ṣiṣẹ́ ní Rubenye. Èyàn máa ń gùn mara ẹni. Nigeria mi ò tí rí rẹ̀ rí, àwọn ọmọ Naija. Ẹ pè wọ́n fún interview. I remember I called one for an interview once. Ó dẹ̀ gbé ọmọ pọ̀n. She backed a child to come for an interview. When she came, only good afternoon, ma. Mo ti kọ́kọ́ wá shocked mo rò pé customer ni mo ní good afternoon o. Only I'm here for the interview. I had to look at her twice like this, babe. You said what? Only I'm here for the interview. Money, and then you carry your baby on the back. Oh, so jamo ati iro. That's what she interview. Mo kọ́kọ́ rẹ́rìn pé seriously? And I asked her, I said, why did you have to bring the baby? Only mommy mi ò sí nílé láti gbé fún mommy. Nítorí ẹ̀ ni mo ṣe ní kí n kúkú gbé pọ̀n wá. I was like, wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is somebody tó ti passed through at least secondary school. Ó ti ṣetán, ó ti jáde. Ó fẹ́ lọ fún job interview, ó gbé ọmọ kan lọ síbẹ̀. Ìyẹn tún kọ́kọ́ shock me mo wò pé this is interesting. So I said to her, don't worry. You will have to come back another day because ọmọ yìí ò lè gbé pọ̀n. Because even bó ṣe gbé pọ̀n síwájú mi, the baby was already making some noises and other. How are we going to talk? How are we going to discuss whatever I needed to discuss with her? So I had to send her back, that she should come back another day when she can leave that baby with somebody. There is another one. After you now employ them, this laid-back attitude like I don't care. You see, they don't see anything that, listen, I have taken this job, I need to be responsible. I remember I took, there's these two staff I had then. They were in the shop. Some customers came in. And I was not there. Mujadi. Motiwade, I just parked the car, I came down, and I saw those customers, they were leaving, two of them, two ladies. As they were going, and I said, madam, they were sweating and everything. I was like, what is going on? Madam, there is no light. So, I was like, are you for real? And one of the things I told my staff is, listen, I'm sure I want to buy me sherry online everywhere, all over. They can hear this. Tiko bati see not in my own shop. I don't know about other people's shop. When customers come in and they want to check things and all that, for that moment, put on my generator for them so that they can feel comfortable and relax. Because if you are in an environment you are comfortable, what are you going to buy? I gave them that rules, but because of laziness at Iroju, they did not put on that generator and those people were about to leave. Until I came. Immediately I came, I said they should go and on the gen. Those ones were like, so you have generator in this shop? I said, of course we do. After owning the gen that day, these people bought something of like 170,000. This is years ago, not now. Now you can imagine that. Owonye kaniwon gbelo, because I did not come. What happened? So when they left, I asked those two staff, I said, okay, sit down. If you are the owner of this shop today, what will you do to your staff? If these customers had gone, no way, but they still spent money because I came in and I was able to save the situation. Whereas there's generator, whereas you can get up and on it, but because of laziness. Ejeka lo change gbogbo attitude for things to get better. It's not every time government, individuals gone one lower. That's the honest truth. Anyway, me fẹ́ kí video egunju ma tún ma sọ a lot in another one. A minute yẹn ní tòótọ́. Yetunde Green. Any lovely day. Bye for now.